Hi, it's Joanna Lane again. I'm here with Rob Lane, owner of Mierce Miniatures and creative director. So, hi.
Hi.
Okay, this figure here, can you just tell me his name and lots about him? Where he's from, where the name came from?
His name's Carno, and he is a Sronax, and he's from, he's part of the Fomarak kindred, specifically part of the Thule realm, which is Iceland, effectively, and he's basically lends a bit of muscle to any Fomarak host, really.
Okay, so where does his name come from? What does it mean?
You mean Carno or Sronax?
Sronax.
Well, a lot of the Fomarak names are very much a mix of what the Irish called them, or would call them, or what I think what they would call them, and any kind of thing that makes them sound pretty cool, to be honest. The Sronax actually is two things really. It comes from the Irish word for rhino, which is Srón Vanach, and the AX suffix, which I put on all the Fomarak monsters, Monstrous Infantry, or forms of those, it just means ones. So it would be, you know, in crude terms, the rhinoceros ones. In Fomarak, that's what it means.
Okay. What did you say his name was?
Carno.
Carno.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Well, nothing in particular really. The Sronax tend to have Q's in their names, and the Tarvax seem to have CK in their name. Anything that has the guttural K sound.
Okay.
You know, basically something. So
Carno.
yeah. So I tend to pick names that actually sound pretty good.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
It'd be silly if he was called Fairy, for example.
Yeah.
So
doesn't look like a fairy to
no,
me. No.
Yeah, so he's part of the Fomarak. He comes from the realm of Thule, which is Iceland, and he travels along the Great Ice Sheet, to fight for Valor.
Okay. He's a rhinoceros, but you're saying he's from the Great Ice Sheet. How does that work?
Well, of course, in prehistory, 10,000 years ago or thereabouts, there was an ice age, and of course, a lot of the north of the world was covered with ice, and that's basically where I've come from for the woolly rhinos and the woolly mammoths and woolly rhino men and woolly mammoth men, because obviously Darklands is about man and beast combined or together. And so it was a natural progression to include some woolly rhino men,
yeah,
in the Fomarak, basically. And of course, there's not just Carno. There's a Monstrous Infantry unit of Sronax. There's 6 of them, and there's also a larger version, a monstrous beast version of the rhino men. He's a Sronox rather than a Sronax. The OX suffix meaning big one.
Okay.
And his name's Car, and he's just a bigger version of the Sronax.
Car. So Q.
CQAA.
CQAA.
Yeah. All the Valorian names have double A in them, just because they are paying homage to Balor, who has double A in his name. Yeah.
Oh, it's very interesting where all these names come from.
Yeah. It's kind of a mix of history, language, and whatever I think is cool, to be honest.
So, if you've got any other questions you would like to ask Rob about any of the Monstrous inventory, then please do so on the comments on Facebook, and also on the subscribe button on YouTube.